Plus size park hoppers. All right, so a proper introduction into the plus size park hoppers for everyone. So I'm sure everyone has seen Disney adults, and this is taking that to an absolute extreme, like both literally and figuratively. They are the biggest fans of Disney that you could find.
Quite literally.
Quite literally. Um,
Oh.
so their tagline, like their whole gimmick is they try to fit into the attractions at Disney. They make series on it's for like other plus size people, so they know if they fit onto rides or not. And I guess there's the niche there. Um, the thing is, when Ben's a very big guy. Ben would never have trouble fitting into an amusement park ride. So I can't fathom how
Yeah.
these like women are that big where they can't physically fit into the stuff like that. And I get like people have disabilities and whatnot, but to get to the size they're at where they're having trouble fitting into rides, it is actually like a chronic issue. Like this isn't even like funny at this point. They're like actually killing themselves.
Plus size park hoppers be like, I'm an eating disorder.
Like, and if you go through their page, I don't know how many days a week these people are at Disney. Like, obviously they're living the life. I mean, if you can afford to go to Disney like this all the time, they must have some money,
Well,
some way. I don't know how they're employed.
season passes.
Season
That's all they
passes,
would
but
do it.
like, are they also disabled too? So, like, are they on disability just going to
I
Disney
mean,
on our
I
dime?
I don't know. Like that's a good question. I mean, I don't know. I mean, they could be. It could be like that. It could be one of those things where
Well,
it's like,
the
you
biggest
can't
one
work.
is so big she has to use like a mobility scooter to move around, and they'll like show her in like the TikToks,
Yeah.
but it's like they have no sense of irony or self embarrassment whatsoever. And some of the stuff they post is like, I don't get how, as a person, you cannot be embarrassed by it. And every time you go into the comment section, it's like the comments are even more funny than the actual video. Like the video itself is like funny, but it's like not like they're not trying to be funny. It's only funny like in a fucked up sense. And it's kind of messed up too, because you can tell they're sweet. Like, no pun intended. Like, not making like a blood sugar joke or anything, but
And
you can
yeah,
tell
no,
they're
no
sweet people.
diabetes joke, but no, they seem like very nice people. That's the thing. It's like with a lot of people online who are like, I guess you can
Like, you could
easily
tell they're bad people. Like, I don't think these
like
people are bad
locales,
people.
like most locales and stuff. They're like, there's a reason.
Yeah,
But with
there's
these
a
people,
reason
it's
they
like
get made
they're
fun of.
actually nice people.
They're just fat.
I feel bad, but
They're just
I don't
fat
know.
and they don't have much self awareness. Or, like, maybe
Yeah,
they do have self awareness, but they're doing like intentionally cringy things at Disney and like being Disney adults, which is already frowned upon while being like morbidly obese. So like obviously there's gonna be people who like are haters and Detroit. Oh, I just
well,
saw the
well,
mobility scooter thumbnail. Anyways, let's just
well.
watch. Let's put this
Here's
on for the
another thing to think
audience.
about. They're millennials.
Oh, that is true.
Yeah.
Millennials are like the worst with like social
I
litmus
like how it's
testing.
frozen on this. Have you been
Chat, if you want to
dying?
rub one off real quick, we'll keep it framed here.
Have you been dying?
Yeah.
Oh!
This is the top comment on every video they post. This has to be a wake up call. And it's a different person every fucking time. Fun fact for other commenters, this was like an actual person defending them. And let me guess, if Ben, how much you want to bet once I click on this person's profile, they're going to be fat?
I'm a betting man. I don't know.
That,
Let's take a look.
all
Yeah.
right, yep. Exactly. The mobility scooter. You know it's bad when you're going into like a space like this and women online are commenting like stuff like, "Oh, like she's pointing out the mobility scooter as embarrassing," because women tend to be like the least judgmental group of people online. Cuz like
Yeah,
women themselves are very like sensitive when you like make fun of their appearances and stuff, obviously. Because
I
like
remember a buddy of mine was having a freak out once, and he mentioned this. He's like, "Look, you could have two girls standing next to each other, and one of them gets the most stupid looking green mohawk, and then you get the other being like, 'You go, girlfriend! It looks so good.'" And I mean, as funny as it was that he was crashing out, it was so true.
like I let's be real, as men we're just way more mean up front than
Oh
women
yeah,
are. But the thing about women is they're more mean like in a passive aggressive manner.
yeah.
But
They'll never be direct about it. They'll do it in indirect, like snide ways. Meanwhile, with men, it's just like, yeah, up front, just right off the bat, just being open and clear. It's not snide, passive aggressive, or anything. It's just open and honest.
yeah, we're not gonna like beat around the bush here. These people are doing something embarrassing and they're comically fat. So yes, we are making fun of them. Anyways, let's play the video.
Have you been dying to ride Expedition Everest at Disney World's Animal Kingdom, but you weren't sure if you'd fit? Hey everyone, we're plus-size park hoppers. We range in sizes from 2x to 5x. Make sure you like this video and follow us for plus-size Disney
it's one
tips
thing
and
to
tricks.
be like as obese as they are. It's another thing to plaster yourself like this and put yourself out there, which I mean that takes a lot of confidence in its own. But as a Disney adult, I think that's the main issue.
Yeah.
Because they're
If it were
basically just
any
like
other
huge
niche, I think
children.
that if it were literally any other niche, I think most people would turn a blind eye.
Yeah,
But
if it was like fat people
it's the
going
fact
to
that
the
they're doing this
gym.
compounded with the fact that they're like Disney adults. I think the only thing that could make this worse is if they were having a Harry Potter page. That would be the only
The
thing
Harry
that made
Potter
this
people
worse.
are the fucking worst. They're insufferable.
They're only slightly worse than like Marvel and Disney adults.
Yeah. I mean, any adult who goes out of their way to constantly go to theme parks is kind of just like not mentally there. I think
I know.
I think part of it is a
Any
nostalgia
adult,
thing though.
any adult who like clings on to some childhood series, and I don't know, does something stupid like dress up as them. I don't know. I don't think they're mentally there.
Can you turn on cam for a second? Turn on cam for a second.
Yeah.
Era.
I'll repeat that.
Darren's here. Darren. Look who's on stream, Darren. We're also looking at the plus size park hoppers together.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Ben, continue your point about like people being like children in adulthood.
Yeah, any adult who like, I don't know, makes some fictional like series meant for children their entire personality. I don't know. I don't think they're all mentally there.
All right, you can
I
turn.
don't think they're all
cam
mentally
now.
there.
Expedition Everest is a thrilling roller coaster that takes you speeding through
By the
a
way,
Himalayan mountain. Beware though, as there may be.
I am like kind of like a theme park buff when it comes to like the engineering of this stuff. Ben, can you fit on a roller coaster? Yes, Ben can fucking blatantly fit on a roller coaster. Like he doesn't have an issue. And that's why we're talking about this. Because it's like Ben is a huge person. Like he's a big guy and he has no
Like
issue.
I'm like 6'2.5", like 300 pounds. I'm a big guy. So
Yeah.
it's like if I can fit on most of these coasters, it's like most people shouldn't have a problem.
Well, when I was talking to my buddy Jafar today, and Ben was talking to him too, before I got on to chat with Ben, Jafar and I were talking about how we should make a theme park catered towards fat people. Like the rides are for like 300-pound plus people, and like people below that can't safely fit on them. But what's interesting about this ride that they're like abusing by going on it is the tracks. The tracks operate on switches, so the tracks like flip over and switch because the track. What will happen is at one point in the ride it will go backwards. So when it stops at a brake stopping point, the ride will stop there and then the track will flip over, and over time that can get worn out. And when you have really obese people going over that mechanism over and over again, it will eventually break it and break the train. Anyways.
Around those twists and turns. To the right of the ride entrance, there's a test seat in case you want to try it out before riding. The ride vehicle is a train with several.
See, this is what I mean about them not having any shame. This is fucking crazy. My girlfriend and I got a huge fight over Helen Keller. I'm about to break up with her. She thinks that Helen Keller flying a plane is completely plausible. The thing about that is your girlfriend's a woman. So like speaking logic about stuff like that. Well, I don't even mean it as like a woman thing, but like the thing about women is when you tell them like a feel good story or something like mushy and gushy and like sensitive, like if she's the type of woman who is like, left leaning or something like that, she's not going to respond very well to like saying a disabled, mentally retarded person is retarded. Like when you say something that's logical to them, like, and it's something that's not politically correct, but it's logical, it's going to upset them. It really depends though. Is your girlfriend like worth keeping? Because if she's worth keeping, are you laughing in the background, Ben?
On the other end of that, she's right,
Wait, what? How's the woman right?
Dude, Helen Keller could totally fly a plane.
Oh, yeah. No, but it's like, the thing is, I think your girlfriend's probably been brainwashed, whether it's by friends or like institutions or just like family, to like, just accept stuff at face value. And when you're talking about something like that, it becomes controversial. And it really shouldn't be. It shouldn't be controversial to question Helen Keller. She has borderline oh my god, no. Sexism. Yeah, no. I dated a girl with BPD. That was my last girlfriend.
You're preaching to the choir here, buddy.
Yeah, that is a huge red flag. You need to get away from that person. Those people are very mentally unstable. They are dangerous. What's going to happen is those people suffer from narcissistic personality disorder. Like, I'm not saying your girlfriend specifically, but like, you got to be very careful with someone with BPD.
With women who suffer with BPD in general, a lot of them do suffer from exactly what Bojack said. And I mean, trust me, me and Bojack, we know from personal experience. So it's just one of those things. You gotta watch
literally, the girl I dated with BPD was literally the worst person I've ever met in my life. Like, one of the most evil people I've ever met. And they front very well as like nice, caring people. But you got to be very careful around people like that.
Oh, do we have a special guest?
Boone joined? Oh, Boone, we were just talking about one of your favorite people a second ago. But now we're talking about your favorite people in the plus-size Bark Hoppers. If you want to join the stream. Actually, so Boone is a roller coaster buff, by the way, guys. So, he left the stream. He left the stream, that fucking bitch. Boone is actually a big roller coaster buff, and he like sits for hours on end just playing on like Theme Park Tycoon, just like dicking off.
I never knew that. That's so weird.
Yeah, no, he really likes that shit.
No.
Boone's back. What's the Chef Bojack 2026 Super Bowl champion prediction? So
who the fuck is Chef
thank you, Knives. Do you have something you want me to watch?
Thanks for the conversation.
You're welcome. Do you have like anything you want me to watch though on stream since you donated? Like, I'll watch anything. We'll put it on.
Row, sitting 2 people per row. The seats are divided by a partition, and each rider has their own individual lap bar. Both of your legs will need to fit under the bar.
Even if they can fit on a ride like this is extremely fucking dangerous.
There's a difference between can and should.
Like, I feel like logic tells me that at some point this ride's gonna give. That's just what logic is telling me. This ride is from 2006. And then I'm sure one fat person isn't gonna cause this thing to break, but eventually over time, like, these rides will have wear and tear. They normally find that stuff before something catastrophic happens, so. What I was gonna say is with that too, Ben, have I ever told you the story of like the 14-year-old black kid who was like 480 pounds? This was like, I don't know, it was somewhere in the Midwest, like some fucked up state like that, where he was sitting on a drop tower and the kid fell out of the ride because the ride made it so bigger people could fit on the ride. Like the carny went and like adjusted the harness so the kid could fit, and the harness gave way and the kid fell and like splatted against the ground. It was like actually like really sad to see, because I remember seeing the video like a few years ago. Someone was recording and you just see the kid fall, and this was like on Live Leak or something at the time. And the only reason I saw it was like a like news article thing. And it was like really fucking sad. This kid was like 14. Granted, probably shouldn't been like 400 pounds at 14, but still.
Yeah, no, it's really sad when that kind of thing happens.
But I just don't think people of the size, like, granted, they could have fun. Maybe they shouldn't go on thrill rides. I think that is just a dumb idea. Like, I know these parks don't fail often.
There is a transfer
but, like,
vehicle
you never know
when
like an accident's gonna happen with something like that.
All of us sizes 2X through 5X are able to ride this ride. Those of us who
that is crazy that a 5X person can fit on this ride. How big is a 5X? Woman. Waist. A 56.5-inch waist to 62 inches. That is literally like 62 inches is like basically twice my waist size.
If you wear a size 5X or carry more weight in your hips or thighs, it might be a bit of a squeeze, but it's doable. If you use a wheelchair or ECV, you're able to stay in them throughout the queue for this ride. If you are prone to motion sickness or just don't like rides that jostle you a bit, this might not be for you. This ride is so much fun, but it does feel like it gets more intense every year. And it's full of speed and some scary surprises. We hope that these tips help and that you don't get snatched by the Disco Yeti. Have you been
Let's see if I can find like one of their more popular videos. They are Harry Potter adults.
Have you been dying to ride Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey at Universal's Islands of Adventure? We weren't sure if you fit. Hey everyone, we're plus-size park hoppers. We range in sizes from 2X to 5X. Make sure you like this video and follow us.
The ride they're going on is like...
On this ride, you enter through the castle.
I've been on this ride. This is not the type of ride you want to be on as an obese person. Because it's like suspended in the air. It's it's one of those dark rides where they have like a mechanical arm mechanisms like suspending you. And I don't know how far they'd fall, but they definitely would like plat to their death. They did ride that and it failed. That's fucked up. That was a fucked up
We highly recommend trying the test seats in the front of the ride. The ride vehicle consists of one row with several seats. The seats are molded, which can be uncomfortable if you have larger hips or thighs.
See?
The safety mechanism for this ride is a chest restraint. Katie in the blue skirt wears a size 3X top and 22 pants, and her hips are 65 inches. The team member was nice enough to help us with the test seat, but unfortunately, even with some pushing, Katie was not able to get the green light for this ride. My name is Stephanie, and I am wearing the gray shorts. I wear a size 2X top and size 20 pants, and my hips are 60 inches. With some help from the team member, I was able to get the green light on this test seat. It definitely wasn't the most comfortable seat ever, but it wasn't the least comfortable at Universal either. I have been on this ride before, and it was pretty cool, especially if you're a Harry Potter fan. One thing to keep in mind is that there is a moving walkway to get into the ride vehicle, so you will have to situate yourself while the ride is moving. There is a non-moving transfer station as well if you do have trouble with moving walkways. This ride is very similar to Soarin' at Disney World in the way that you're looking at a screen while in a moving vehicle. If that's something that would give you motion sickness, this ride might not be for you. We hope that these tips help and that you enjoy your Forbidden Journey. Have you been dying to ride Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey at Universal's Islands of Adventure, but you weren't?
There wasn't really anything interesting with that one. They didn't show it that much, but... Oh, look at how I already preemptively liked all the hate comments. This should be a wake-up call. It's on every video. I would be embarrassed being told no in front of a bunch of strangers. That would be crazy. I can't imagine the secondhand embarrassment. But when you're that size, I feel like you get embarrassment like that all your life. This is a sign. If not, I don't know what is at this point. I would start crying if the roller coaster guy had to put all of his weight in to push me into the restraint. They just keep getting better and better. Did we not learn anything from that one kid that fell? That's what I was just talking about. That fucking kid who fell from the ride. But a drop tower ride at a carnival is completely different from, like, the safety standards of a ride at, like, Universal or Disney, though. See, I have some more funny TikTok shit to talk about in a bit. Y'all weight isn't lost in a day. Everyone deserves accessibility. Oh, I thought that was a funny comment for a second, so I was reading it like it's gonna be a joke. While I might not be the target demographic, I could really appreciate content like... It's a black man. He's probably waking to this, I'm not gonna lie. How are you appreciating the content? You're not appreciating the content in the same way I am. How are you appreciating this content? Well, right underneath it. All right. I'm gonna get away from this video. Light of Passage. Get it? Because they're heavy.
Passage at Disney World, but you weren't sure if you'd fit? Deanna asked the cast member if she could try the test seat, and he was super accommodating. He said that she's mostly in the green, so she should be fine. 3 out of 5 of us can ride this ride comfortably. The 3 of us are sizes 2X and 3X. So unfortunately, if you wear a size 4X,
it looks like walking's painful for
or
them.
larger, or have bigger legs, you might have a more difficult time. This ride is amazing though, so it's definitely worth trying the test seat. Don't forget to take your ears off for this one. Luckily, there's storage built into the back wall.
So, part of it is because they have another series on their channel, and people are saying like they're trying to lose weight. I don't believe in that, and I'll tell you why. Because they have a series where they just gorge on food called If Me Fits, Me Sits, where they go into restaurants.
They will eat the highest calorie dense foods on the menu.
Well, not only that, they can't fit into like normal restaurant seating. So they have to see if they fit before they go in. They're that gargantuanly fat.
Yeah, like look, it's one thing to be body positive. It's another thing to like commit to
Snow White, but
the
you weren't
deadly
sure if
sin
you
of
fit.
gluttony.
Hey everyone, we're plus size park hoppers. We range in sizes from 2X to 5X. Make sure you like this video and follow us.
Because here's the thing, there's a lot of walking at the Disney parks. If they're walking like that every day they're there, they should be losing weight.
This restaurant is located at Wilderness Lodge. It's a character dining option where you can be characters like Grumpy, Dopey, Snow White, and even the Evil Queen. The seating here consists of half booths and tables, and all of the chairs here have
except
arms.
for the one
This is definitely something that we were not expecting. If we had known this...
Dude, their chairs with arms are their op. They are that big. Think about that. Imagine seeing a chair with like armrest on it and being, instead of thinking, oh, that's a comfortable surface I can lay my arms on, that's an uncomfortable surface that my fat's going to be protruding from.
This ahead of time, we would have asked the hostess for a chair without arms when checking in. Most of us fit comfortably in the chairs with arms, but one of us did need a chair without. And the hostess was super nice and accommodating and found one for her. For $67 per adult,
Jesus!
we got 3 shared appetizers, our choice of
$67 for one person to go eat.
All of the appetizers were gluten allergy friendly. They have an allergy-friendly menu available upon request. The shrimp came with a Bloody Mary vinaigrette. Very flavorful, and everyone liked it, but I do think there was a little too much celery salt. It should be noted, I don't like celery. Next up was...
Did you see that? Hold on, we need to go back to that. She just said it should be noted I don't like celery. Clearly.
That we would ever order on our own. Flavorful, and everyone liked it, but I do think there was a little too much celery salt. It should be noted, I don't like celery.
We're literally waddling into these jokes.
Next up was the smoky mushroom bisque. This was good in a way that it tastes like smoky dirt, if that makes sense. I think we would all agree that this isn't something that we would ever order on our own. The stars of the appetizers were these Hunter Harvest meatballs. They're made with turkey and chicken, and they were savory, sweet, and just all around delicious. For dinner, almost everyone got the Royal Prime Rib. This came with horseradish mashed potatoes, carrots...
You know what? What they're eating here is not bad for you. A prime rib, that's pretty good for you. It's all like protein, and then like
it's not. Here's the problem: it's not the meat that they eat; it's the fucking like tubs of like. The
I know
cup of
it's like it's like the portions upon portions that they're eating.
In a Yorkshire pudding. If you don't like horseradish,
and there's pudding.
You can always substitute your mashed potatoes out for plain. The prime rib was really well cooked, and it wasn't overly salty like some other prime ribs on Disney property.
I wonder if these women have husbands.
Liked the Yorkshire pudding. Katie got the slow braised pork shank. This came with polenta and spinach. She said the.
So, all right, I may go on an incel rant here.
Oh God, no. You're gonna say
no. Hear me out. Shows like My 600-Pound Life prove that women cannot be like incels.
Yeah, that is true. There's that one black guy.
None of the women on that show are single.
Yeah, I was watching one with my grandfather the other day. It was this black guy, and he was caring for his like morbidly obese girlfriend, and he's like washing her with a sponge, and she's just bitching at him like, oh, you take all the time in the shower to wash yourself, yet you can't take time to wash me. And I'm like, that is like, fucking crazy.
These people probably do have like, you know, like wives and husbands and stuff, and it's like, look, personality is one thing. You know, it's always good to have a good personality. Looks aren't everything. But at the same time, it's like, look, you were actively not taking steps to go the opposite way. Now that's funny. But you were actively taking waddles to like not take care of yourself.
Pork was very tender and she really enjoyed it. During our meal, we got an invitation to meet the evil queen. Honestly, I think she just might be misunderstood. For dessert, we had the poison apple, which was dark chocolate apple made with a sour center. We were worried about the sour center, but it actually worked pretty well. Next, we had the cookies and cream panna cotta. This was a surprising
yeah, they did mention fruit.
We loved the chocolate rocks. It actually kind of tasted like the grape.
Yeah, everything to the poison.
Be our guest. Finally, we had the meringue and gooseberry tart. This was tart, but also sweet, and the crust was delicious. It was also served warm, which was a nice surprise. Katie was able to get gluten-free variations of these desserts, and she really
There's no way she needs gluten-free at her size. You don't get that big by not eating gluten. I'm sorry.
Final dessert was brought out in a chest, and they were enchanted chocolate hearts.
You know
Talk about
part is?
What?
These were...
They're running out of breath while saying the voiceover. If you listen, really, you can hear him.
I hear it.
We really enjoyed this dining experience, and the character interactions really made it for us.
Disney needs to make an obese princess to like accommodate people like this. That's what they need next.
My 600 pounds. Bojack, you know what that video reminded me of?
What?
I'm going to send it to you on Discord, and you can play it for the stream.
Okay.
Are you worried about walking long distances on your Disney vacation?
Clearly you're not.
All right, here you go. Check your DMs.
Dude, the fucking tank unit's pulling up. Yeah. Somehow it was worse.
Yeah.
I don't know why the audio isn't playing on it. But dude, look, the fucking tank unit's pulled up.
We're plus-size park hoppers.
Send her to Ukraine on the front lines.
There's only one company we trust when it comes to our theme park scooter rental, and that's Gold Mobility. Walking 5 to 10 miles a day can be overwhelming, especially
someone just subscribed. What's up?
Mobility. If you're afraid this will put a damper on your long-awaited vacation, there is absolutely no shame in renting an ECV. Gold Mobility makes the
There really should be. There should be shame.
Expedition Everest?
Fuck. I accidentally hit a button. I got too excited.
The sad thing is I want to give these people like leeway for this. But I swear to God, they waddle into like every stereotype possible. And it's like, oh my God.
Well, no. They're not waddling into any stairs.
Reliable.
They're riding their mobility scooter
that we weren't familiar with was so comforting. It was like having a little piece of home with us over on the West Coast, which is actually funny because we're not even from Florida. We're from Massachusetts. Their scooters.
Yeah, I could tell you are pretty massive.
The longest range batteries available in the industry, and it shows. Meaning you won't find yourself halfway around the World Showcase pushing a dead scooter to the nearest outlet. Yes, that has happened to us with other scooter companies in the past. They also come equipped with a phone holder, fan, cup holder, and a USB charging port.
I'm actually, like, no pun intended, getting kind of hungry.
And the
steering is adjustable to fit all body types. We often rent the Maxima model, which we lovingly refer to as the Cadillac of scooters. The captain's chair makes it...
Ben, next time we meet up in real life, we'll call it Mario Kart, and it's just you on a mobility scooter.
super comfortable, and its 3-wheel design makes it very easy to maneuver. They have a whole range of scooters from the Maxima with a 500-pound weight limit to the ones that you can even break down and transport in your car. They also rent strollers and double strollers, walkers, and wheelchairs.
Yeah, these things don't need any more
one-stop shop. All of their
points on
equipment
them.
can be brought on Disney transportation. We're talking bus, monorail, Skyliner, boats, even the accessible minivans. This is so convenient and makes park hopping a breeze. Next time you're in
Why do they call it park hopping when they clearly can't hop?
No, here's my thing. The point of going to an amusement park is not only the rides, but it's walking around and seeing the scenery. Doesn't, like, sitting there in an air-conditioned, like, chair kind of ruin that? I mean, I don't know. I haven't been to an amusement park in 10 years aside from some local shit, but...
I thought that was a dude in the back by accident.
Was it?
No, it's a fucking chick. She kind of looks like Honey Boo Boo's mom. Looks like Mama June.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, I can see it.
Why is she dressed up as an actual pig?
Have you been dying to ride Mr. Toad's Wild Ride at Disneyland in California, but you weren't sure if you'd fit? Hey everyone, we're plus-size park hoppers, and we range in sizes from 2X to 5X. Make sure you like this video and follow us from our plus-size Disney
Well,
tips.
clearly they're helping themselves to meals.
Trick. Mr. Toad's Wild Ride is a slow-moving dark ride. It's actually a classic and used to be at Disney World.
Actually, I have not wondered whether or not
the queue for this ride does have a turnstile. If you are unable to go through a turnstile or you use a wheelchair, you're able to go to the exit of the ride and speak to a cast member. They'll be able to scan the ticket in your app and give you a callback time. How do we afford to take all of these?
Fuck. Well, I'll be back in a second. Ben, if you want to turn on cam and entertain chat for me, I'm going to actually, no pun intended, get food.
Okay.
So if you want to turn on cam, talk to the chat, I'll be back.
All right, camera is on. Hello, chat. How's it going? So excited about my new hat. Super Nintendo World.
I'll take a couple breaks every now and again, because like the plus-size park hoppers, I'm trying to accumulate mass. I eat a fucking shit ton. Granted, I work out, so I eat like 4,000 calories a day. But you get to watch me eat a banana.
No.
Ben, I have seen you. It is physically impossible for you to be eating a caloric deficit.
I only eat like... Yeah, I eat at about... what I'm supposed to per day.
I'm just fucking with you, Ben.
No, I know.
Look at how masculine I look on stream eating my banana.
Look at this huge hat that I'm wearing. This hat is fucking massive.
Isn't every article of clothing you own technically massive? Chat, if there's anything you want us to look at or watch or examine, please let us know, because if not, I'm just going to keep rambling about fat people. No way, they did a deodorant commercial.
You ever wanted to wear shorts or a skirt to Disney World, but you were afraid of your legs chafing? Hey everyone, we're plus-size park hoppers, and we range in sizes from 2X to 5X. Nothing puts a damper on your Disney vacation like having to walk
get
around
like
the
the
park
Disney
with
rash, whatever that
had to
means.
since we started using Dr. Frederick's original Better Body Balm. We've been using it for our last few trips, and we've fallen in love with it. It's all natural ingredients.
Oh my god, I have something so inappropriate to say.
Say it. It's not your stream.
We love to wear short skirts and dresses while we're in the parks, and Dr. Frederick's original Better Body Balm helps us to be cute and comfy on the go. We only have to reapply a few times throughout the day, and it's super easy to do. It comes in a very convenient stick form, so we can just rub it on the areas that we think might change.
Alright, I didn't need to see that while I'm eating.
Even get your hands messy. It's compact and has become a staple in all of our park bags. It's also water resistant, which makes it great for the water park.
I'm trying to eat. This is the worst one yet.
Frederick's original.
Bojack.
Yeah.
Hey, cottage cheese goes well with any meal.
Alright. So, that's enough of that for now, I think.